Welcome to Truth, Money, and Freedom. Today is Friday, April 12th, 2019. Here's another gun bill, guys, this time in Oregon. Oregon's SB 978 gun control bill is so hysterically restrictive that pepper spray is a felony. Well, this is kind of interesting. A new gun control bill introduced into the Oregon State Legislature added 45 pages of draconian amendments the night before the vote. The SB 978 passed the Judiciary Committee yesterday and now heads to the Senate. I'm going to go ahead and use this as the thumbnail for the video here. Guys, in Oregon, apart from me reading the whole bill, keeping your guns locked up, like for instance here, residents will be required to keep their guns locked up at all times. They are not being carried. These rules will render guns all but useless in the event a person needs to access them to protect themselves and their family. That's just one. If you actually have kids and the kids have access to the weapon, the parents are liable for anything the kids do with the weapon. Now, I understand that that is I don't know if that's a sensible law or not, but once again, it doesn't matter. They won't go after the parents; they'll go after the gun manufacturer anyway. So I don't know why they're putting laws like that in. But we're talking about felonies. If your guns are stolen, you must report it. Failure to do so will be a Class B felony per weapon. And if the thief hurts or kills someone with your stolen firearm, the owner is liable for 2 years. So if your gun gets stolen and you don't know it's stolen and it's used to commit a crime, because you didn't report it stolen, you didn't know it, you are liable. I mean, it's that kind of stuff going on here with this gun bill. My advice to the people of Oregon is fight this. You guys need to call up all your senators and your representatives, and I know that Oregon is somewhat of a blue state, maybe a little more than somewhat of a blue state, but still, guys, don't give up your rights so easily. Don't do it. Don't let this happen. And if you think that turning Oregon into a gun-free zone is a good idea, talk to Chicago, talk to Washington, D.C., ask them if having a gun-free zone works. It's that simple. When you have a gun-free zone, you basically are letting criminals come in, and they know they're not going to get hurt when they hold up that convenience store, when they go into that restaurant, or when they go into schools. They're not going to get hurt because no one has a gun. It's that simple, gang. So I don't know if I have anyone from Oregon that listens to my podcast, but if I do, an impassioned plea, please start a petition to take this bill out of the hands of your politicians there. Start a petition. It's that simple. I will link down below the Missouri petition again. I have in a couple of videos, but at the bottom of it is a place where you can start your own petition. Please do so. Guys, don't give up your rights. Remember now, people died to give you these rights. If you give them up, people will have to die to get them back. Government doesn't like giving up control, and that's what they're doing. They're controlling you in the state of Oregon, and if this goes through, all of you will be victims for the rest of your lives, and so will your progeny. You'll only be victims. You'll never, ever, ever be able to defend yourselves properly. And the bottom of this says, if it passes, it will spread. Gun control laws are like a virus. If they pass in one place, they'll try to spread it to other places. And there's little reason to believe that in this era of gun control hysteria, the legislation will strike down this unconstitutional bill. Thankfully, 13 of 36 Oregon sheriffs have already vowed to make their counties Second Amendment sanctuaries. But heaven forbid an Oregonian gets caught driving out of their 2A sanctuary county with a usable firearm. So that's my advice to you guys. Do not let them grab your guns. Do not let them crack down on what you can or cannot do with your guns. The next thing, as people of Cook County know, is heavy taxes on firearms if this goes through. And look at that. Concealed carry permit fees will go up. That's what they're trying to do in California, gang. Once again, I told you guys about taxes. They tax cigarettes and alcohol to discourage use. They don't want you drinking or smoking. Well, if they increase the fees on CC permits, concealed carry permits, that's another discouragement to actually go get that permit. And then once basically once you guys have that and they start increasing taxes, yearly taxes on owning a firearm, and then if you have multiple firearms, I mean, the taxes can be extremely prohibitive. Now, I'm guessing that that's the next step, by the way. I'm not saying I know that for a fact. I don't follow Oregon politics. But please keep this in mind. Start a petition. Start a petition to actually get rid of this stuff and actually loosen up your gun laws so that you can get rid of crime in your state. Criminals do not like when the populace is well armed. They don't like it. They'll go someplace else. Oregon, you've just become that someplace else if you've passed this bill. Criminals will start moving to Oregon and committing crimes because they know they will be safe committing the crimes because no one else is going to be very well armed, if armed at all. That's all I have for you guys today. I'll link this article below, but I'm also going to link that petition for Missouri below as well, so you guys can actually click on it. Those of you in Oregon, and by the way, if no one in Oregon is watching this, if someone knows someone in Oregon, please share this. Please share, please share. It's my request to you. Let's help the people of Oregon. Let's help them get organized to understand what their rights are and what they're giving up if they pass this bill. Thank you once again for taking a few minutes out of your day to listen to Truth, Money, and Freedom. We really love all the attention we get from you guys in the comment section. And just for taking a few minutes out of every day to listen to our podcast is an honor. Thank you once again. Have a wonderful day, and may God bless you.